Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving in to trace the epic, chronological roadmap of the biggest soccer story ever told, the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And I'm telling you, the sheer logistics and scale of this tournament are absolutely mind-blowing. Let's just jump right in.
To lift that iconic trophy, teams aren't just playing a few games. They have to survive a brutal 5-week, continent-spanning gauntlet. For the very first time, we've got 3 host nations, the USA, Canada, and Mexico, sharing the massive responsibility. That means navigating totally different time zones, wildly varied climates, and some truly incredible travel distances just to stay alive in the competition. It's almost like a geographical puzzle on top of a soccer tournament.
But what's really staggering here is the sheer scale. We are talking about an unprecedented 104 matches played across 16 North American cities. I mean, just let that number sink in for a second. 104 matches. That's a massive jump from the 64 matches we saw over in Qatar in 2022. For us fans, it's literally an absolute feast of football.
We've got a record 48 teams entering the fray, which, as you probably know, is expanded from the traditional 32-team field. So, how exactly does this chaos unfold? How do you mathematically take 48 hopeful nations and whittle them down to just one single world champion over the course of roughly 5 weeks? Well, let's map out the timeline.
Act 1. Kickoff and the group stage. June 11th through June 27th, 2026.
Right out of the gate, the host nations kick things off in a massive way, stepping onto the pitch within the first 48 hours. On June 11th, Mexico opens the entire tournament against South Africa in Group A, and we also get South Korea facing Czechia. Then, the very next day, the spotlight shifts. Canada takes on Bosnia and Herzegovina in Group B, while the USA faces Paraguay over in Group D.
And the momentum just absolutely explodes through the weekend of June 13th and 14th as the global powerhouses begin their campaigns. I'm talking Brazil squaring off against Morocco and Germany taking on Curaçao. We also get the Netherlands against Japan and Sweden taking on Tunisia. Plus, we've got fascinating clashes like Haiti versus Scotland, Qatar against Switzerland, and Australia playing Turkey. It's wall-to-wall action right from the first whistle.
Now, across the 12 different groups, running from Group A all the way to Group L, every single team plays 3 grueling matches. To guarantee your spot in the knockouts, you've got to finish in the top 2 of your group. If you slip up, you're left sweating it out, praying to qualify as one of the 8 best third-place teams. So yeah, pretty much every matchup is do or die.
So by the end of June, the math starts to get pretty brutal. With 48 teams starting, 16 are sent packing right away, which leaves us with a massive surviving field of 32 teams. How do you narrow that down? Well, it brings us to a sudden death phase that has literally never existed in World Cup history.
Act 2. The all-new round of 32. June 28th through July 2nd into the 3rd, 2026.
The tension here is going to be incredible. This new single elimination bracket guarantees high-stakes football every single day. Group winners are often going to find themselves facing off against those battle-tested, desperate third-place survivors. Meanwhile, group runners-up will clash directly head-to-head. For example, we'll actually see the Group A runner-up battling the Group B runner-up right away. Make one mistake, and you're on a flight home.
As the narrative accelerates, the tournament ruthlessly slices the field in half over just a few short days. We're racing from the round of 16 straight into the quarterfinals and then the semifinals. It is an absolute sprint. These teams will have mere days to recover, travel across the continent, and somehow prepare for their next intense tactical battle.
Act 3. The final 16. July 4th through July 7th, 2026.
From July 9th to the 11th, we get our quarterfinals boiling down to 8 teams, and then the semifinals hit on July 14th and 15th. The epic journey narrows to just a handful of survivors battling for a shot at ultimate glory. You know, the global pressure as the field shrinks to just 4 teams, it's absolutely astronomical.
The penultimate battle, the third-place match on July 18th, 2026.
Act 4. Crowning the World Champion. July 19th, 2026.
Finally, on July 19th at MetLife Stadium in New York and New Jersey, the 2 greatest teams on Earth will clash to decide who takes home the ultimate prize. After navigating that massive 48-team group stage and surviving exhausting rounds of knockout football, the winner here achieves absolute sporting immortality.
So, to quickly summarize the roadmap we've just traveled in this explainer, these 4 key facts represent the unprecedented, exhausting, and thrilling reality of the 2026 format. We have 16 host cities across the USA, Canada, and Mexico, a mind-blowing 104 total matches, 48 teams bringing their unique styles to the pitch, and of course, that expanded knockout format featuring the unforgiving, brand-new round of 32.
This schedule is officially set, and the format is bigger, bolder, and more grueling than ever before. So looking at this massive 39-day gauntlet, the only real question left to ask is, which nation truly has the physical and mental endurance to survive this roadmap and conquer the globe?